Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are well. Yes, you can see I'm batching my content. Yeah, hope you are well. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. My name is Dionne, and here on this channel we talk about all things related to life, work, and the everyday. So today, in an effort to give you a little bit of my everyday, I'm gonna be sharing with you a few snippets of my process of repotting this very large Monstera plant. It's not as huge as it is possible for it to grow, but it's grown a little, and as you would have heard in another video, I repotted it. Sorry, how should I put this? I put it back in the same pot, but I put it on a stake and I tried to encourage it to grow along the stake. So it's only been staked now for 1 day. So far, I think it's okay, but I'm going to be watching it for the next couple of days, just in case all of the movement and disturbance has really, upset it. Because you know how plants are. Sometimes if they're in a spot and they like it, it's best to leave them, to not trouble them. But I wanted to style my plant. I wanted it to be growing in a more natural formation. And so we have this. So in the video that's coming up now, oh dear. Oh, might have to have some water when I do these. So in the video that's coming up now, I'm going to show you the before and after of the plant. Couple of snippets, maybe one or two in between, because unfortunately my battery ran out when I was trying to record the process. But it's straightforward, really. You take the earth out, you put the stick in, you rinse off the roots, you separate the plant, because I happen to have 3 different plants in one pot. That's how I bought it. You separate the plant, and then you arrange the plant next to the pole, tie it on the pole, fill in the earth, and you have a new plant on a stick. So I'm just gonna show you a few snippets, including the disaster that resulted after, because I ended up having to rearrange in situ. So I got dirt everywhere in my sitting room, because this is where I was potting it. I live in a flat, and so I don't have any outdoor space that I can use regularly. To be honest, I could take the plant downstairs. There's grass and communal area outside, but I really couldn't be bothered, and it was in the night. So I just spread newspaper in my sitting room and I did it there. So what's coming now is a few snippets from that, and I'll come back at the end of that video. Hi everybody, so welcome back. Don't mind the state of me, I've been cleaning. So today I'm going to be repotting my Monstera deliciosa. It has got a little bit leggy, and it's not growing in a uniform direction. So I managed to get a moss pole, and I'm now gonna try to take it out of its pot and get it to start to want to climb up the moss pole. Now the problem is that I didn't train it properly to start off with. I do have a moss pole in the pot, but it's one of the bendy moss poles, and it's getting a little bit woody. So it's now at the point where if I don't make a decision about what to do with it soon, it's gonna be very hard to train it now to get it to crawl up a pole and to sort of have all its leaves in a very concentrated formation and to kind of be neat. So in effect, I'm trying to style the plant. Okay, so come along with me while I do this. So this is the plant in all its beauty and all its glory. If you see any laundry or anything in the back, please ignore. I'm in the middle of, I wouldn't call it a spring clean, but yeah, we're doing a few bits and pieces. So this is the plants before, and I'm literally just spreading some paper on the ground here. This is my moss pole. It's quite long. I've got some plastic bags that I'm going to put down as well, because I haven't really got any outside space to do this. So I'm just doing this in a little corner of my sitting room. So here we go. Right, so I've taken it out of its pot, and this is what it looks like. I think I have to work quickly because I don't want to upset it too much. But what you're looking at here, guys, is what the plant looked like after I took it out of the pot. Unfortunately, the battery ran out, so I wasn't able to show you all of the process, but I explained that at the beginning of the video. So this is just the plant after I've taken it out of the pot. What I would recommend is that you actually repot in one of those plastic tub looking pots that you get from the garden center, because what I did was that I potted mine directly into a ceramic pot, and it is again directly in the ceramic pot, and it makes getting your plants out very hard because you can't actually squeeze the sides of the pot to release the plant. And I think this is what caused some of the root damage that I got, because I had to sort of poke around in the soil to try to ease the plant out. And you can see that it's not as big as it can possibly get, but it's a fairly unwieldy plant to handle, especially if you're doing it by yourself, and considering that my plant was sort of growing all over the place. So yeah, this is just what it looks like when I took it out and put it on the floor. So this is my baby's new situation, and I really hope that it recovers because it has had a lot of handling. It was growing sideways, so what's happened now is that these leaves are just sticking out too far, because you see the vine was bendy, it was growing sideways, and I've turned it up, and because of that now the leaves are all in different directions, and this one that was sitting sideways going towards the light is now coming forwards, and they are now too stiff for me to sort of pull them back and tie them up. If I try, they're going to break. So this is my plant. It's got so many ties on it, it's not funny. But this is my Monstera, and I hope it's okay. I really hope it's okay, because I almost had a nervous breakdown trying to repot it. I should have waited till I had some help. I lost quite a few roots as well while I was repotting, so I'm hoping that the aerial roots that it has are enough for it. And there's a little Chinese money plant I got from my sister. Hopefully that's okay too, because I watered that today. I've never had one before, so I don't know, but I watered it today by reverse watering, and I hope it will be fine. And this is my baby. So this is my plant after I repotted it, and I shouldn't even call it repotting because it went back in the same pot, but after I staked it, and as you can see, it's looking really beautiful, but it has subsequently wilted a little, I would say, and it's growing because it seems to be stretching itself out towards the light, because I've got it close to the window, and it's now on a raised platform as opposed on a shelf cabinet, something like that, as opposed to being lower down on the ground. So I think it's actually getting more sun. Gosh, I'm sure you could hear my tummy just then. So it's getting more sun, but I don't think it's recovered from the shock, because as I said, it lost quite a few roots. So it's been about 2 weeks now, and I've only given it a little bit of water once, because as I said, it's in a ceramic pot. The pot doesn't have any holes, so it's not able to drain as I would like. And also, the potting soil I'm using is not really the recommended one. I'm just using a regular multi-purpose compost, which I think, gosh, my tummy, I've just had my dinner. What's going on? I'm using a regular multi-purpose compost because that's what I've got. That's what I've chosen to use. It's simple. I'm trying to keep things fairly simple, but it's more compact. It's more of a compact soil that I think this plant really likes. So I will watch and see, and maybe I'm just a little bit obsessed and I need to just leave the plant be. But I'm really keen to see if it settles and if it starts growing any new leaves. I'm told that if the roots get damaged, that the plant will use up its energy to grow the roots back, and so I may not get any new leaves for a while. And on a side note, I'm just looking at one of my peace lilies here while I'm recording this, and it's looking a bit sad to have watered it and it's not perked up. So something is really off in this room at the moment. I don't know if because the weather is changing, in here is getting a little warmer and they're getting a little unhappy. I don't know. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on everything and hoping that my Monstera will settle in and that it will grow and enjoy its new situation with its new pole. But I can't find the footage right now of the disaster that was my sitting room after I finished, because I had to move it from the area that I had prepared on the floor to the in situ position where I intended for it to grow, so that I could rearrange it in situ, because it was just getting too hard to set everything up and then to move it across the room. And because of that, I just had absolutely dirt everywhere. I had to hoover my carpet. Oh my gosh. Anyway, absolute disaster. But I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. Please do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comments also if you have a Monstera, if you are a plant parent, and if you have any suggestions for what I could do to make my plant a little happier. I know that this picture looks really good, but right now it's not looking as happy as I would like it to look. Maybe it's just growing and getting leggy and I'm getting a little bit too concerned about it. But let me know in the comments. And so until next time, when we talk about life, work, and the everyday here on this channel, see you next time. So everybody, this is several weeks since the dramatic repotting, restaking debacle. And as you can see, my lovely Monstera, which is not as big as it could possibly get, is giving me this lovely new leaf. And as you can see, it's coming up with loads of fenestrations. I think I'm getting 3 on this side and 1, 2, 3, 4 I think on the other side. And I'm so happy with it. It's also I don't know if you can see back here, but it has grown. This aerial root back here wasn't there before. It's grown all of that in the time. It's growing another one offshoot there. And so I think for the most part, my plant is super happy and I'm so chuffed. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell a friend. Until next time, when we talk about life, work, and the everyday.